Welcome to Fulfillment in Faith, where we will dive deep into self-discovery, empowerment, and manifesting the life you desire. I'm your host, Shannan Mondor, and through my own experiences with addiction, sobriety, and personal growth, I've learned invaluable lessons that I'm passionate about sharing with you. Now let's start creating a life you love. Hello, everyone, and thank you for listening to my podcast, Fulfillment in Faith. I am your host, Shannan Mondor. If you like this podcast, please send to a friend, share, like, subscribe, and write a review. I want to talk about living your best life. How many of you are living a life in joy and happiness and waking up each day knowing you created your best life possible to this point in time? How many of you are waking up and doing the same thing day in and day out, living on the hamster wheel of life? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You get up, take the kids to school, go to work, come home, make dinner, eat it. You watch TV, then you go to bed, wishing you could do more, have more, and be more. I have a question for you. Are you living a great life, or is this just existing? Living to me is getting up each morning and working towards having a life that I always dreamed. Having all of the beautiful things, the nice house, the cool car, financial freedom and time, and spending time with my children and traveling the world and having peace, joy, and especially health. Last but not least, be surrounded by people that love, support, encourage, and enlighten me. But now you ask, how do I go about doing this? When you are in a job that controls or limits you, that is when things will always go sideways. Being in a job that limits you is not going to provide the financial freedom you desire unless you have multiple sources of ways to make an income. Working a 9-to-5 is not going to give you financial freedom. Neither is having a degree after degree only to receive a few dollars an hour more, which then increases your workload and adds stress. You must be willing to think out of the box and create an income that will have a global effect and where people can have access to what you are selling. Being like everyone else means having limits on you. Get creative with your imagination and think of something that you always wanted to do. What is your passion? Start your own company, write a book, sell products online. There are a million things you can do. You just need to figure that out. What transforms an individual is looking deep within ourselves and asking ourselves, what is it that we really want? It is all about what you want and nobody else. How many of you have been living a life that you have been told to live because everyone else is doing the same thing? Your parents expect this of you. Or you just follow along because you are afraid of being judged. This life is your life and no one else's. This is where you need to take charge and be the star of your own movie. Do you really think that anyone else is going to care about your life as much as theirs? Absolutely not. The bottom line is no. People only care when it affects their own life and changes their comfort zone. When they lose control or you no longer conform to how they want you to live your life. This is why it becomes so easy for us to live a life we don't want. We live a lie. And then we become people pleasers. This is where we also live in denial because we think it is so much easier than to actually face our fears. We don't want to feel because we think the outcome will be so much worse. We would rather keep things in because of the fear of the unknown, hurting others with our true feelings and once again being judged. We are taught to not hurt others at the expense of our own happiness. Now that is the real lie, because what ends up happening is we suppress our true feelings and then we numb them and then we only dig ourselves into a deeper hole which causes more problems such as depression, anxiety, addiction, and disease. Our bodies can only handle so much. Your body tells the truth and is the biggest indicator of what your thoughts hold within you. Have you ever noticed happy people? They look so much younger. This is why. There is absolutely no growth, ambition, or desire when you stay in the comfort zone. You have created a life on a hamster wheel. The truth is, when you build a dream, the dream will build you. What this means is when you have the desire and your why is so darn strong, nothing can change your focus, and you will achieve what you desire. Along this journey, there will be many self-discoveries, and the biggest is when you find your true, authentic self, that you will know what true freedom is. You will have peace, joy, and happiness within you, and you will attract all of that plus more. You know who you are, you know what you want, and you can see what your desired outcome looks like. Because you have that mindset, and you trust, have faith, and you believe in yourself. You may not know all the answers at the beginning, but the more you grow, you will appreciate and have gratitude for what is in your life. And you will be more open to receive more. Those that do not have your greater good in their heart will also leave your life as well. Some people are in your life for a reason and a season, and that includes family as well. Yes, I'll be honest with you. There are times that there will be a lot of hurt, but living with people who don't have your greater good in mind hurts even more. I heard something once. If you look at the people in your circle and you're not inspired, you don't have a circle. You have a cage. And I personally cannot unhear that. Now I ask you once again, are you living your best life? If you aren't, then why not? If you want a more in-depth conversation with me, go to my website, shannanmondor.com, and book a discovery call with me, because I would absolutely love to have a conversation with you. Thank you for tuning into Fulfillment and Faith. If you're ready to take your faith and empowerment to the next level, connect with me at shannanmondor.com. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Together, we can create the lives we love. Until next time, stay empowered and keep the faith.